Doing something for the very first time always makes the experience more raw and personal. All of your shortcomings come to the surface as you wrestle with the unknown. This dichotomy is magnified when it's a hunt. In the spring of 2018, my cousin Michael and I set out to hunt black bear in the far northwestern corner of the Canadian province of Ontario. This was something neither of us had ever done. We would be hunting on public land and only using archery equipment. This challenge grew larger in our minds as the hunt approached. As I drove the 24 hours northwest from my home in Pennsylvania, the possibility of failure was forefront in my mind. Hunting for me is about meat, and the idea of returning home empty-handed gnawed at me. Our discussions leading up to the final days before the hunt were tinged with both excitement and an almost tangible fear of failure. As I drew steadily west and then turned north, my mind sifted through strategies and possibilities. Crossing the border in the tiny town of International Falls, Minnesota was a signal that the trip had officially begun. My wife Janessa, my son Weston, and I arrived at Michael's house in the afternoon. We checked the one bait site he had to discover a small crimson bear on the trail cam. Excited and optimistic, we settled in for the night. The second day dawned bright and crisp. We had decided to spend the morning scouting for new bait sites and then hunt for the crimson boar in the evening. Using Google Earth, we had discovered some areas that looked promising further north, and Michael had also deer hunted some areas he thought might be a fit.
So the thing about it, Mike, is there's no predators.
No predators
that eat or kill black bears. So their population has just been growing and growing.
Yeah, that's why the population's just soaring up here in the north.
And really the only way to get them is hunters, or the government has to step in and...
Well, that's why they opened up the spring hunt, because they didn't want the population getting out of hand.
Right. We're looking for that short grass and piles of crap. So I would say we'll just drive back in.
What
We'll
do you
drive
mean
into
piles of
piles of bear sign.
Oh, yeah. When do you think this was clear cut?
This is about a year old. No, this is old. See, this is newer than this is.
Yeah. There we got a little cub, see?
So we got this cub.
There he is. Oh, there's the mom.
Oh my word, hold it.
There's the mom. How many? Is there 3 with it? 2.
You want that bit? Where's that? Here. Yeah, Bertha.
Dude, we gotta watch it. This road is pretty busy.
Okay, well, you watch.
That's not a big mom. And why are they so
That's a
tame?
huge mom, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's the...
Okay, we don't... She got 3 cubs.
Dude, it's so tame.
You want the...
No, I don't need any filter.
We got a mama and 3 cubs, right? 3 cubs, John?
Yeah, there's 3.
We
she
don't.
doesn't like us being here.
We can't see him here. The
She's about a 300-pound mom.
mom's starting to get ticked,
She's big.
but she's not running or anything. Oh, that is a big one. That's a big mom.
We were rolling, heading back this road, and all of a sudden we saw these 3 cubs and this mom.
I know, it's
road.
crazy.
So we're thinking if we run and set a sight up here, they're going to definitely hit it.
They'll hit
And
it.
then maybe she'll bring in a big boar.
Yeah, and there might even be a more bear population here. We just
I
don't
personally
know.
thought she was pretty, like she was like a 300 pounder, but I think she was more like
I'm surprised she had three little
cubs were big though.
Yeah, they were pretty big.
Looking real healthy. So we will.
Is that a road there?
That's
We
what
might have a road right
yeah.
there, actually. I don't
got
know
all
if we
that
can
long?
get through. Yeah.
But I think she'll just take. If we're just hiding and not threatening them, she'll just take the cubs.
There's
away.
the bear up there again. He's out on the. I can see him. He's out on the road again. I think. Yeah, there they are.
Really? Yeah, she's popping her teeth. That's when they're mad.
They look hilarious when they're mad.
There's a cub right there.
Yeah. This is right by our road. There it is again.
Good lens on it.
Doesn't matter. She's not going to kill us.
No.
I would feel scarier if she was like the size of.
Here, is that an opening? You see that up there?
Yeah, that's what I'm headed for.
I think that's all we need, boys.
Yep.
Totally all we need.
Perfect.
So what, we'd be tucked back in here maybe?
Right,
or?
and put the bait up ahead. Like a little bit farther away from that little trail if we can.
The first actual hunt took place that evening. We were hunting a spot called Secret Lake nearby Michael's place, where he had had a bait site set out for several weeks. It had recently been hit by a small crimson bear, and we were hoping he'd come in that evening. To limit our scent, we decided to use a canoe to approach the site from a downwind direction and then gradually ease into the bait site. After reaching the bait site, we had to also construct a blind as quietly as we could and get settled in for the evening. Around 6:30 in the evening, we heard a noise and saw the bear crossing a beaver dam just below where we were set up. Unfortunately, we had parked the canoe there assuming he was coming in from the opposite direction. He spotted the canoe, whipped around, and got our scent, which was swirling behind us. As we headed in for the evening, we felt that it was a successful day, but we were beginning to realize that this wasn't going to be as simple as we thought it might.
All right, so what we're thinking is if we head back to this power line, this will be our third setup. So we got Silver Lake, we've got Secret Lake, and then we'll have this power line set up.
Okay,
Me
yep,
like this,
yep.
rod right on my shoulder,
And the brush would be right up to,
and I'm like,
the brush could even be up to here, John. Because, I mean, they're right by the cover. If we just
the
dug
only
up.
thing is when I stand up, I'm gonna be silhouetted, so we're gonna have to build a really creative blind that has a good backsplash.
And then our wind southeast is going there.
Yeah, we're
we
good.
can't hunt north or northwest.
North and northwest winds are gonna be killer. but
West might be all right.
we're not gonna have that many north winds.
John, west is fine.
Throw some rocks over this thing. I'll do a burn. Let's do it.
This is it. Yeah, I think they'll feel enough cover here.
Yeah. What we're thinking, Mike, is what if we, let's walk in now, rather than take the canoe, because he saw us in the canoe last time.
Yeah,
so
we got to do this.
If we stick up to the trail, he won't know that we're there. Especially
We're
with
gonna
the wind.
we're gonna mess him up now, because if the canoe messed him up last night, he doesn't see the canoe, we'll be good.
Yep, that's it. Mike, I think this is definitely our most dangerous site because we got this sow and cubs. We'll
I know, I'm a little nervous
at
at this site. Are the rocks gonna be thrown everywhere? That's the question. John, there's some kind of... Oh yeah! Has it been hit?
Oh boy! They don't like the potatoes, they ate everything else. Is it still working?
They didn't break it. But...
Hope we got pictures.
Those mad guys.
Can you tell? Can you tell if we got pictures?
Not from here.
If we get them on the site and there's the cubs are on one side, she's on the other, you won't even hear her, she'll be right on us.
I know.
So just keeping a weather eye out when we're on the site.
We should. I wonder if from now on we should maybe have the shotgun.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Get your laptop out. I got the SD card. It's losing time.
It's losing time.
It's losing time. That was definitely big.
There could definitely be a boar in there.
Oh yeah.
Look how many pictures I have.
Well, I wonder if the first one was a boar, because
There could be a bunch of different bears here, dude, because there's so many.
You went
pictures.
so quick, but that's all right. We'll look at them later.
We gotta get her. Unbelievable. See what pictures this is.
Dude, this camera is working good.
There's like 300 pictures, or 400.
You can't blame it on the camera.
I would feel good about being above the bears, though.
I do like that.
It's gonna be a little tougher rod to get over my shoulder, but I'll be kind of crouched down like this probably. He'll be back behind us.
We want to take this tree down.
Yeah.
But that is freaking close. They're gonna definitely come in.
We'll build a wall around it.
I'm not worried about them seeing us. I'm worried about the scent. 10 yards is close enough. I don't think we want them coming 2-3 feet away from us.
We left a way better food this time. Dog food, oil, sugar, bread, honey, sprays, and bacon in the air. That's like 8 different great scents.
We don't mess around.
Look at the dogs right here. That way we don't have to carry you as much crap.
Something's hit it. What's that?
We never moved what?
Is there any? That's bear's tracks or what is that? Wolves?
All right, so this definitely got hit. I'm surprised.
I'm actually shocked.
We did not expect this to get hit. That was the worst base pile we've ever put up. We don't know if it's a bear, but dude, it looks like a bear.
What would move these rocks?
Those rocks are pretty big.
Wolves one. Oh, a wolf. What is it? We're gonna have to get heavier rocks. No, but that's a wolf, right?
Yeah. It's definitely not a bear.
But why would a wolf eat that stuff?
I guess he's hungry.
A wolf. Yeah, that's a wolf. There's his big. There's his.
Shoot. We'll do this honey burn, and hopefully that wolf doesn't come back. If he does, we got more rocks, and hopefully we'll get a bear here.
For me, Sunday is a day of rest, and we spent the afternoon doing a little fishing and taking a break from the hunt. We hiked back to a lake that only sees a couple fishermen each year and caught a number of northern pike and smallmouth bass.
If I could only fly, I would fly so high, I would kiss the sky.
Fishing in the far north is unlike anything I've experienced elsewhere, with beautiful scenery and almost non-stop action. As we headed back for the night, our thoughts and conversations revolved around the next day's hunt. The morning hunt on the 5th day was both beautiful and unsuccessful. My thoughts were with Michael as he had recently learned his grandmother had passed away. He would be flying out that afternoon and would miss a portion of the hunt. The next several days I spent alone. Scouting new areas, checking new bait sites, and rechecking old ones occupied much of my time. When I could, I would keep Michael updated with things that were happening. The day after he left, I spotted a nice boar from the road and set up a bait station nearby. Even with doing a honey burn and a lot of scent spraying, that site was never hit by a bear.
I'll be toasting all my life. My boots and briefcase are waiting at the door. My ride sweeter to meet the one I love. I don't know how and don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life. Oh, it's sweeter the first time around. Oh, it's sweeter the time here and now. Oh, it's sweeter the first time around. Oh, it's sweeter the time here and now. I played the dice right and let the good times roll. One knee and one ring, forever it's our show. I don't know how and don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
The night before Michael's return, I hunted the Silver Lake spot for the very first time. At around 6:30 that night, a large black shape appeared in behind me. The bear approached behind the blind, offering no shot until it was 5 yards away. I grabbed the shotgun with my right hand and trained it on the bear once it was that close. After smelling the air for a bit, the bear turned, walked away, and never offered a shot.
So, what I'm thinking for tonight is if we leave the Silver Lake site and then hit up that spot me and Rob found on Monday,
Yeah.
and we have that smaller bear hitting it, the wind is from the northwest. It's going to work a lot better if we hunt there and then hunt tomorrow Silver Lake when we have the south
Yeah.
wind, where that big brown boar is at and the big black boar we saw last night.
As Michael's return neared, we began to dial in our plan of attack. I had managed to get a bear on a new site back a logging road, and that was where we headed for our first evening. Unfortunately, the bear circled us and winded us several times, and we could hear it huffing and running off into the distance. Discouraged, we were driving back when something happened that would decide where we would hunt the rest of the time.
Like how these guys are just, you know, he doesn't want to show himself, but
No.
he also
It's
blew
just
that back in the
crazy.
woods.
It's just crazy how like 15 minutes after you,
Yeah, like
Okay.
he definitely knew, like that
he
strategy.
probably even
100%
watched
worked.
you.
Well, we got a bear.
Oh,
right
there's
there.
a big bear. That was a big one. Yeah. Oh yeah, he just went in there.
Crashing down in there.
That's a big boy. Where are we at here?
Where are we at?
By this little lake. Where is he?
We know he's on this side. Like,
I see him. I see him.
Where?
He's right there, dude. Dude, can you look? This is Crownland. I know that my phone's not.
I don't have service. Let's see where we're at. What if we're close to our spot? Secret Lake is on this.
He was really close to, we just passed our setup, he was really close to, that's the lake.
Oh, dude, that's the swamp. That's the swamp that goes up into our setup. That's one of our bears.
Oh, he was pretty much
heading to the
heading
bait.
to our bait. That's
probably the boar.
God, that was the boar.
That's the boar.
John, I have no
Dude,
doubt
I
that
bet
was
that's
the boar.
the same boar that Robert and I saw last night.
It is. It's the big one. That was definitely not the
He's
sow
heading
we've
to our
seen.
bait site.
That
no,
thing was huge.
that's a different bear.
Yeah, that
And
gave us
we are
proof
going
right
to
there.
get him tomorrow.
That gave us proof right there. But this might have meant he wasn't even there this evening, eh?
What?
He was just heading over now.
Right. Well, I mean, they kind of loop around.
Yeah, he could have been.
But tomorrow's the day, boys. That's so exciting that we're going to try to, like, you see if we can get that guy right now.
Yeah.
But he's going to our bait
He's
site
going to
that
our
we
own
own.
bait site. We don't want to mess him up.
No wonder we saw a bear there. That's the bear, like, hot spot.
But
He could be a totally new boar hitting it.
It totally could be. And we might be happy that bears caught our scent tonight because there's some bigger bears at this site.
Right.
Compared to these other two we have.
He's actually pretty decent. I looked at the pictures
Is he?
again today, and I saw him yesterday. He's a nice bear.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, when we run back in, so Janessa will drop us off. So
Yeah.
we'll create that illusion again where the vehicle leaves, the bear thinks that everybody's gone.
Slam the doors and
Get out of there. So when we get on the site, I'll have Rob grab the trail cam. I'll have you go in the blind, look at shooting lanes, all
Yeah.
bait the site, and then I'll give you take the axe back so you can go and trim lanes.
If I
you
need
like
some
to.
lanes
Yeah.
from behind. Yeah.
You'll see my 2 lanes I cut.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the honeyburn going right away because last time when he didn't smell us, we had the honeyburn going, we had bacon, we had all this other stuff. I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
Oh, you did them before your hunt.
Because for one, that's just gonna make the bears go crazy to come in, and 2, I think it's gonna help cover our scent if there's that sticky honey
Yeah.
scent all over the place.
What?
This is the site.
What?
No, I'm saying like the site where they killed her. Are we guys ready for her to go? Oh, you make sure you have the keys. That'd be very unhelpful. Did I give you the keys already? No, here they are. Westerton, hey. Dad has to go to a bear war. Should I just, I'll stick it.
Oh, there is.
You serious?
I don't have the shotgun.
Where's the shotgun? Hun? Hun? Come behind me. Here, give
John,
me.
here. John, get the gun. Get the gun. Good, John, I'm going to shoot him. Get the gun, John. Wait. He's going to go broadside.
Get your crossbow up.
Should I get in front of him?
Stand behind me.
Should I go over here?
Straight there. If you turn sideways, get him.
Hold on, camera's not going yet?
Should I walk?
Start recording, Rob.
Wait, you're in, okay.
Turn, go to the left, go to the left. Go to the left, Mike.
Camera's going?
Wait for an angle to the right when he goes through our shooting window.
Camera's going?
He's gonna go to your right. Guys, don't move quick if he charges. Stay still so I can get him. You have a window down here. You might move fast. Okay, just wait. Just wait. Keep panning, Rob. Keep panning. Don't stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are, Mike. All right. He's gonna give you a shot here. Right there. Sorry.
That was right in the middle. That was right in the middle of the middle.
I saw it.
on the camera?
Yeah. Oh.
He was gonna charge us. He's not scared at all. Dude, I saw the arrow was in the middle of the middle. He's going down.
You got him. Dude. It went right through. Clean blood. Clean blood. Yeah. There's no gut. Dude. I don't smell any gut at all. That was such a close shot. All right, now I want you to put this arrow down. What we were seeing was blood. We weren't seeing the red arrow. Right off the bat, I was seeing blood pouring out of him. Yeah. I thought maybe he's dead. He's definitely dead. Okay. My bullets at first, I couldn't find those freaking slugs. I thought they were in my pocket. They weren't. They were in my jacket.
I don't think he ran very far, John.
John came in right behind me. And I was like,
I heard him. It didn't sound like he ran too far. I think I almost heard him crash.
he's down there. I mean, we definitely got him.
Did you see lots of blood on the ground?
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
I mean, there's blood gushing.
So we got him. 100%. I think we see him, dude. I think we see him. Is it on the ground? All right, let's go in. I'm going from over here.
That was a freaking nice bear. Oh my word. So he went a little ways. He did. I think 100 yards.
Probably at least.
That's a nice barrel. Oh my word. That was quite the trailing.
Alright, so the road's just down here.
He just followed the road.
We try to get him down the road.
June 7th, and it is June. Okay.
The 9th day of the hunt felt different from the beginning. There was an expectancy, almost urgency in the air. Bears began moving immediately, with the sow and cubs visiting the site off and on all morning. At one point, a lone black bear came in, which we assumed was the sow, and so held our fire. A couple minutes later, the sow and cubs returned and chased off this second bear. The opportunity to harvest squandered, we continued to wait. Suddenly, a black shape appeared behind the blind. This was no sow, but a big, lanky boar. He knew something was wrong and kept checking the wind. While I waited for a shot, a second bear, this one a cinnamon, came from the other side of the bait and circled around us. While we tried to keep our eyes on both bears simultaneously, the black bear suddenly stepped into the open.
Dude, I can't believe I missed that shot. I rushed it. It was going so. I had a little window. It was a tough one. And it was a little bit outside of where I like to shoot. Yeah. I just rushed it. We have to get him on the bait side for the longbow. They gotta be standing still, broadside.
After the miss, I questioned whether I should continue with the longbow. It was my first hunt using such a primitive weapon, and while I felt that I had practiced enough to be confident, the shot had not flown true. My confidence drained, but determined to finish what I had started, I decided to stay with the longbow for the evening hunt. At almost dark, the sow and cubs were busily eating bait when suddenly all 3 cubs scampered up into the trees. A medium-sized black bear appeared out of the brush. He walked right up to the blind and looked me in the eyes at 3 yards. As I drew my bow, he lunged to the side and circled around to the bait. The shot was terrible. Too high, too far forward. A black bear has almost no vitals in that area, and despite a thorough search the next morning, not a drop of blood was found. That day of close encounters and personal blunders will be forever etched in my mind as one of the most heart-wrenching days of hunting I have ever experienced.
Dude, I forgot my mask. I am get eaten alive. This is our very last night. Yeah. And just stack our odds. Yeah, for sure. It's last night. You always gotta do that. So we'll do that, and we'll just sit here. It's like 5:30, and hopefully something comes in. I hope that.
I had managed to extend the trip for one more day. If nothing showed, I would be heading home empty-handed. This possibility gnawed at me as I replayed the many missed opportunities of the hunt. I had switched to my compound bow, and the confidence I felt seeing it in the blind with me was tremendous. By mid-morning, Michael had to leave for work, but as it was my last day, I decided to keep waiting.
smoked him. I just smoked him. All right, so we heard his death moan straight back in there. And I think I'm just going to try walking in on him. And I can see good blood here too, so if I can't just walk in on him, I'll just follow the blood trail. But either way, we should have him in 3-4 minutes. Hey! Hey dude! Woo! I got one! I nailed him! Woo! Where is it? He's in the back, dude.
The hunt was over. 11 days of difficulties, setbacks, and ultimately success. As I drove south and then turned east, my mind drifted back, reliving emotions of the hunt. I was returning with meat, and that feeling of accomplishment can only be understood by another hunter. I left with the memories of friendship strengthened and wild experiences in the raw and beautiful frontier of the North. I was thankful to God, the creator of all the wildness I had encountered and enjoyed. As I drove further and further south, I couldn't help but think of next year. When the ice melts and the birches and the aspens begin to bud, I know I will feel it calling. I will drive west and then turn north and enter once again into the land of the Bruins.